Well, we've been getting a lot of questions here lately. Or not a lot, I say a couple of them. Some of you have been asking, what's been going on with the Roxor, and we have not done a video, or this has not been in any video here for about a year. I ended up buying this here back in the midsummer of 2020. This is, well, it looks like a Jeep. For those of you that aren't familiar with these, this is called a Roxor. It is made by Mahindra. And they built these for like 3 years. They're just starting to come back now with a slightly different body style because that they have such a resemblance of a Jeep. They got in some trouble for kind of duplicating a vehicle that kind of looked like a Jeep, and they shut down production for a while. So this was probably one of the last ones sold here in this area. This is a 2020. It is the factory lifted model. I ended up putting this soft cab on it just about a year ago now. It's a 4-person cab. We have seats that are in the back of it. My kids run this around all the time. There's bench seats, a bench seat on each side with seat belts and everything else. This had just a 2-person ROP assembly system on there, and we put this soft cab on about a year ago now. My brother's got one of these as well. He has a 2019. It's green in color. And what he ended up putting on his was a hard cab, and it just covers the operator and the passenger part. Kind of looks like a little truck. We'll show you that here in a little while. But I've been getting some questions, what's going on with the Roxor? Do you still have it? Well, yes, we still have it. I mainly bought this for my kids to run around with. It has a standard transmission. I think it's a 5-speed. I don't think it's a 4. I think it's a 5. 5-speed manual transmission. And it also has a turbo diesel engine in it. 2.5 liter, I believe it is. Now, a little while ago here, the power ended up going off this morning. That is a 2.5. Let me put you guys down here. We'll put this hood prop down. Yeah. So the power ended up going off here this morning, and I wasn't able to finish the work on the chopper that I was working on here earlier. And when this was brand new, my kids were running it around the dooryard here, and my youngest daughter ended up running into the side of the building here, stowed this front bumper right back into the tire, and bent up this front fender. So when I bought this soft cab, it was about one of the last things that the dealership that I bought this from, it was about one of the last things that he was able to sell because of the situation that Mahindra got into, and you guys can look that up online. I'm not going to go into that. But at any rate, I ended up buying a front fender for this, and the old fender is sitting over here on the wheel of the chopper. It's got a little bit of a dent here and whatever like that. Well, it ended up getting pushed right back. It ended up back to about here. We pounded it back, pulled the front bumper back, and I had this fender upstairs here for, it's been better than a year now. I ended up getting this soft cab back in like October of 2020. We put it on last winter, so on and so forth. And I figured I might as well get the fender on there, and you could see that there is a little bit of a difference in the color just because this has been out in the sun. Therefore, the fender has not been out in the sun. Now my brother, he has one of these with the hard cab on there, and I see that they have a hard cab that is a 4-person cab. It's like, I don't know, $1,200 more than this one. And if I had an option to do this all over again, I would not buy this soft cab. Everything can be taken apart on it. This is a window section here. It is a mongrel to put on. It has like a J channel up at the top. It has another one at the front here, and then one at the bottom. And then what it has is a Velcro slash zipper closure here on the back. And as you can see, it fits pretty tight. So in the summertime, the reason why I bought this style cab is I wanted to be able to take everything off of it, because this does not have AC or anything like that. And I wanted to be able to, you know, have this thing all open back up again. And I figured if everything's removable, then, you know, we're better off. But it is a pain to put all this stuff back on. It's real hard to get this to line up. Now, maybe after you get everything limber and whatever, maybe it'll go back together easier. But the sides are removable. This back window is also, not only is it removable, but you can unzip both sides and you can roll it up and tie it up to the top here. These have a tailgate on them that opens up very much like a Jeep. You can do just as much with one of these things as you can do with a Gator. And the doors are also removable. We don't run this much during the winter time just because I don't want the salt all up in there. You know, if the kids are driving it around the driveway or whatever, they're going to be picking up a lot of salt from the trucks rolling in and out of the driveway, and this kind of sits during the winter. So why don't we go ahead and take this for a little ride, and we'll run up and I'll show you my brother's Roxor that he has. He doesn't have the lifted version, but he has the enclosed two-person cab with heat. Other than putting this soft cab on there, the only other thing I did to this was I ended up putting a turn signal setup in there. But you get this, it's like almost like a signal stat turn signal assembly. And I kind of thought maybe I would try to make this legal for the road, but I kind of gave up on that idea. This did not have a windshield or anything in it when I bought it. We ended up putting a windshield in there, and that cuts down on the wind quite a bit. And then Andrew, when he was a lot shorter, he couldn't reach the clutch, so I ended up making this extension that went on the clutch pedal, and that enabled him to be able to push the clutch in. And then there's something that I did with the seat too, so that would move forward a little easier. But this is quite peppy. Four-wheel drive unit, standard transmission with a turbo diesel engine in it. So why don't we go ahead and run this around the dooryard here. We'll go for a little ride in it, and then we'll close this video out here. So we'll just run up to the parlor. My brother's rig is parked up there. The power went off here this morning, and about 2 hours after the power went off, it came back on. So we do have generators set up, but we are not running on generated power right at the moment. We left them set up because we do not know if it's going to go off again. We're supposed to get a fair amount of wind here in the next, I don't know, 24 to 30 hours here. So my brother's unit. It's a 2019 model, and it has the hard cab, which is probably better than the soft cab here. And he also has heat in this one as well. Well, I don't have heat, but this one's got a heater in it, and it's just a better setup. I didn't hard doors, not soft doors. They are hard doors with actual windows. I didn't want a two-person one because I wanted to be able to allow more than 2 kids to run this around. And once in a while, there's 4 of my kids running this damn thing around. And I didn't want anybody riding in the back. This one's got seat belts and whatever in there, and they can safely ride in this one without running the risk of getting hurt at all. But we'll just run down around the dooryard here. You can see that we've got a fair amount of ice in the driveway. We ended up cleaning the lagoon out here. Today's Sunday. They got that done on, I believe it was Thursday. So we'll go ahead and run down to the lagoon and show you that. And we'll just kind of take a run around the farm here. I wish we had some deep snow to drive in. I'm gonna have to wash this off because I don't want any remnants of any salt or anything on this. And we're gonna have to run a little slow down in this lagoon because there is, you know, maybe an inch or 2 of manure down in here, but we have not. We cleaned the solids out of here, and all there is just a little bit of liquid on the floor. Just a couple inches is all. We've got to get this pump out of here. I should come down here when I get done with this video and see if them wheels will move on that left hand side there. They were froze here the other day. So this is completely empty now, and you can kind of see that it's only a couple of inches deep here. So we'll run up around the old pasture hills that are on the other side of the road here from the lagoon, and maybe we'll see if we have to do it. Maybe we'll see if we can get this in 4-wheel drive here. So actually spinning a little bit right now, coming up this ramp. We are, I forgot this has got this has 4 low as well. I thought I wasn't thinking correctly, and I ended up pulling it back into 4 low. I believe the 2020, this model here, I think is geared lower than my brother's Mahindra. The gear ratio is lower in this one. I could be wrong. But we'll go ahead and climb this pasture hill. Or we call it the pasture hills because this used to be a pasture here years ago. Years ago, we turned the milk cows out into this area here at night. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, I don't know. I guess we ain't gonna make it. We were spinning. Now let's see if 4 low does anything different. It's a little too icy down in here. I guess we're not going to be driving up through that steep part of the hill there. Trying to drive and shift with one hand here. Yeah, we're not able to make that. We're gonna have to get a head start. Oh. Got it in 4 low, 4th gear. We're just gonna have to send it. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, we made it. Sometimes you can't screw around with the camera. It gets you in trouble. Well, that's 4th gear right there, 4 low. See if we can get some air here. Oh yeah. All right, so that's gonna do her, folks. We'll catch you at the next one. I'm gonna spray this off. A little bit of mud on here, not much, but there's the turn signal indicators there as well. So that's gonna do her, folks. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.